Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm still Sharyn.
Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you for joining us in the year of 2022. Yes, so we thank you for returning to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And what a year it's been, right? Look, 2022, even if you don't make resolutions like we spoke about last week, it can't do anything but go up from here. Because 20 and 21, we're not even going to go there.
2000 wasn't great either.
Exactly.
So let's sweep the last two away.
Exactly. Let's start new and let's do those shout outs for the day in the year 2022. First shout out goes to Daenerys Bay Garden. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We appreciate you. Secondly, it's Kutzu C. Thank you. I know you're coming all the way from Africa, and we appreciate you.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes,
Thank you.
Sister.
And last but not least is Sharon L. Thank you for your comments. That's our Southern Belle girl.
Right, all right, for the Southern Bells.
Yes.
I got one.
Thank you, Sharon. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all your comments and being a loyal subscriber. If this is your first time to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa, please like, subscribe, and share our video. We would really, really appreciate that. Thank you all. And again, thank you for supporting us once again for
being
another
so
year.
very committed to it too. This ain't easy, and when just for those of you who don't understand the basic rhythm of it, we film every Sunday and we post every Wednesday. So you guys be out there waiting anxiously for the next post, and we totally appreciate that. We've done over 65 videos, which means that's more than enough for anyone out there to look at one video per week and last you for the whole year.
Yes.
And then some. So we've been talking. We just need you to be watching. Okay.
Absolutely. And as you all know, everything that comes from Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa is just our opinion. We are not experts in any subject matter.
No, not professionals, but we're just two lesbians who fell in love, got married, and we're experiencing the world just like you are. But we have a show and a platform to share some of that with you.
Absolutely.
And we love the feedback that we're getting because we are not alone. We talk about families, we talk about legal stuff, romance, cheating, falling in love, falling out of love, in-laws that you don't like, in-laws that's outlaws. You know what I mean? Kind of stuff. We, no subject is taboo.
Yes.
We keep it real. We're very honest. And there's a couple of people out there, girl, y'all be shredding me up. And then a couple of people come back and they put me back together because they like, oh, you just an old school player who Rosa done tamed and quieted me down, which is true.
Oh, they come after me too.
Oh, they do, but
no shade, but
I think they come after me more. Either because I'm the older one or the bigger one. I don't know, but y'all be serving it up. Y'all be serving, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
So thank you. Some of you all may be able to relate to today's topic, but we're going to be talking about straight women hitting on lesbians. So you all will hear Sharyn and my story. Well, more Sharyn's because I don't really have one for this topic, but
so she says.
But and we definitely would love to hear if this has ever happened to any one of you all. So
and it's I think it's a little bit more prevalent than we even talk about. But so this is for all our people in lesbian land, all our friends, relatives, our buddies, all of you. That's what we're talking about today. Have you ever had the experience of a straight woman, a show-enough straight woman, not bi-curious, not, married with children and do little things on the weekend. I'm talking about known straight women, show-enough, hit on you. Like she knows for a fact that you are a card-carrying lesbian from lesbian land, and she is a straight woman. Have you had those women hit on you
But she got to be bi-curious, sort of.
No, and that's the point. If
you straight...
Whoa, hold on. Let's back up. And that's why we're having the conversation. Because, one, they don't consider themselves bi and may not be living the world as a bi person. So we're just talking about the average housewife out there, the average sister, woman out there who are not known to be gay, known to be straight, lives a straight life, is not bisexual, but has hit on you. That's a different category.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, and this whole thing with the labels and all, I do think it's for people to, if you are going to do labels, it's for you to self-identify and you to self-pronounce it. You know, I'm not putting labels on anybody, and you don't need to put none on me, because I'm just Sharyn, living Sharyn's life. But, so that's what I'm saying. It's not a bi-curious thing.
Okay.
It's just, it could be your next-door neighbor.
But if you're curious, you're curious.
Yeah, but acting on that curiosity is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So, here it is. Has it happened to you? And if it did, what was your reaction? What was her reaction? What is it about lesbian women that's so appealing to a woman who swears she's straight?
I think for me, though, most lesbians that I know that are out, you know, are very, you know, just outgoing, personable, whatever. And I think people look at that. And sometimes that's attractive.
Oh, oftentimes it's attractive. It's no doubt in my mind. Yeah. That's what I get it. I get it. I am who I am. No, but I mean, if that fits you, it fits you, you know. But I'm just saying, there's sometimes when we're not even, you know, oftentimes people put the heavy on us, you know, like, well, she's gay and she hit on me. We can be out there going to work every day like every good working lesbian does, and unless you're retired, you know, and just minding your business, doing your job, and here come somebody from accounting, you know, hit on you hard, or just started a conversation about, you know, I'm not gay. I have a gay in my family. But I really was wondering what it would be like to kiss a woman. Who starts those conversations? Who talks like that?
Who's bold enough to come to you? Like, I personally have never had anybody, a straight woman, hit on me. Not that I know of. Especially not coming out the gate with just, you know, let's have sex, let's kiss, and let's, you know what I'm saying?
No, and I don't think it has to be that bold and beautiful, but I tell you what, they don't stutter.
But they have to be kind of bold for me, because I don't get it. If they gave me a compliment, I just take it. I mean, because we're all women, and women give women compliments. It has nothing to do with your sexuality. You know, if I see a woman who looks really nice, I'm gonna say something. That doesn't mean I like her or want to get with her. You know, like,
that's true.
Boo, love the shoes. You looking good in the outfit. Yeah.
And where did you get that purse?
And because I'm a lesbian, I might look at other stuff. But okay, that's not the whole thing. But I'm just saying, I take it as a compliment. Like, if you hitting on me and you want me to know that, you need to come straight out with some stuff. Because I'm not going to read or go into more than what I assume it is.
Okay.
Just a hello, or, you know what I'm saying? You invite me to lunches, you invite me to lunch. That don't have anything to do. You know I'm married, so I assume it's for my wife, too. You know, there's an invitation for us both.
Yeah. The three of us can have lunch, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about women. And just because a woman gave you a compliment, maybe simply that's all it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love blue, and you wearing my favorite color, and you looking good. Yeah. I don't mean that kind of stuff. Women, y'all know who I'm talking about. You know when women are out there cruising, you're like, I know she's married to John. You know, and like I said, and there's nothing about them that would make you think that they trying to solve some 20-year-old, you know, secret desire or anything like that. But the fact is, even if you don't know where she's coming from, they know where you're coming from. Yeah. And that is the fact that you're an out lesbian. I've been out so long, going back in, I just couldn't fit. Ain't a closet big enough no longer. Okay. So shall I go into my story?
Please do.
And here it is.
Please do.
I am... And it's neither bad, good, or indifferent. It just is. It has happened. It's happened too many times for it to be an accident.
Yeah.
All right, I will say that. I know I'm very personable. I'm outgoing. I got a great sense of humor, and you know, I'm a Gemini. I'm ×3 extrovert. Okay, so I get that, and I also realize sometimes people can misread some something from you.
Some
you know what I mean?
clues,
Or
yeah.
like, or even like, how, women, we get to hug, I don't care what the relationship is, we can get to hug. I make sure I don't hug for longer than 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. You know why? Because I'm a married woman. Number 2, you'll never say that I was rubbing up on you and stuff like that. And then when I was working, I was middle senior to senior management. Make sure that people didn't misconstrue anything from me. Because the last thing I want is some straight little sweetie pie over there saying, well, Miss Williams, she always be looking at me. I'm looking at you because you didn't do your work. Okay. I'm looking at you because I'm waiting on my report. I ain't trying to get with you. Okay. So what I'm saying is, the question today, the subject today is, have you been approached by knowingly known straight women? Not the hanging out, let's party, and I'll go anywhere, and you my ride or die, and she's straight, I'm gay, and we've never the two shall meet, and we so close we can wear each other's drawers. Okay, I went too far. Okay. Really? So if you're really, really close. No, so I'm just saying those women out there that do, I'm not going to say seek us out, but it's happened a lot of times. And when I'm talking to my friends, and I said, I know you are the last dyke out of, Brawley. Yeah. Brawley, California, which is a dusty little town, right? Don't be cracking. Don't be sending me mail, But you are who you are. We walk with our personalities and our truth. Mm-hmm. Okay, setting all that up. Why would a straight woman hit on a known gay woman? What is that about? And so, in my experience, I attribute it to the fact that. First of all, I look at me. I'm just like, what is it about me? You know what I mean? Because if you're just a flirtatious person, you'll flirt with men, women, and anybody undecided, and a fire hydrant, a rusty fire hydrant. You are who you are. So I'm not putting it in that column. I'm putting in the fact that now, yes, I'm out. Yes, I'm definitely been gay all day, and I'm also a married woman. Mm-hmm. So all of that. I don't know why you even saying anything inappropriate to me. Yeah. So what is it about me? Well, here it is. One of the things, and like I said, it's happened several times in my life and still happens. One thing, one young lady, and I know she's straight, and I'm not going to say she was bi-curious. What it was, she was just feeling, I just thought she had an attachment for me as a person.
That could be true.
And with that comfort that we had with one another, she allowed herself to share things about her past. And one of the things was, she had thought about it only for a moment in college, but it didn't happen, and she is straight, happily married, children, and church on Sunday kind of women. But what she did say to me, she says, yes, I know you're gay, and you're such a safe person to be around, meaning she felt comfortable, one, being who she was or sharing that piece about herself with me. And number 2, you know what, Sharyn? If I was to consider to sleep with a woman or at least experience a woman, I would hope it would be you because you're such a nice person.
That's what she said.
And I'm like, well, now I'm getting action.
Wait a minute, is that what she said? That's what you thought she meant?
That is what she said.
Wow.
And because I wanted to understand it too, because I wanted to make sure, like, what is it about me? Did you pick up some vibe from me past the gay thing? I did not, did you pick up the I'd like to wake up with you the next morning? That is not how I was carrying myself. But so it's something about my persona. I feel that is if a woman is that comfortable with herself and that comfortable with our friendship, relationship, and whatever all that is, because it takes time to build. So this is not a random woman you meet at a bar. This is a person in my life. Does that make sense? So, but because women are all in my life. Yes, I'm gay. My best friend is a woman. My circle is women. I don't have a lot of men around me. So it's if something's coming at me, it's coming from a female. Yeah. Does that make sense? So with that has happened, and it's happened several times. And then now any self-respecting dyke would have hit it and kept on going. I did not. At the time, did not. You know what I said, I'm flattered. And because I was, you know what I mean. I'm fine looking straight woman, you know, hitting on me because I ain't got a chance at this. Even if I live 3 lives and come back one more time, I'll never get that. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Halle Berry kind of moment for me. So that wasn't it. I appreciated her honesty, and when it happened again, I said, And then when it happened again. So I'm not yes, I'm flirtatious, but not to the point of being rude or what I want to say. You know, I don't color outside the lines with straight women because I don't play that game. So now that's me being honest with you about how I responded to it. On the other side is women. I would love if we could have someone here, in our little studio, that we could really talk about it, because there are women who will flirt with gay women for whatever reasons, and I don't know why they do. But I'm just saying, as a gay woman, how I carry myself, I'm not looking. I'm happily married, and that ain't even me. But I'm talking about years ago, out there having fun, running the streets. Look, there's some women, they will dry hump a rusty fire hydrant if they can get a reaction. Yes, I did say that. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about women, just regular women going to work every day, whatever, who have, and again, I'm not putting a label on them as bi-curious. I just think there are women out there who just find it interesting. And if you found a woman that you like, hung out with, trust, admire, why can't you go to the next step? And as we, as Rosa has already said, we're not professionals, but we were at a gathering, and these 2 women who we used to socialize with. Well, in any event, they both were straight women, but they were best friends. Not gay, didn't talk about being gay. Both of them were, quote unquote, married, but not necessarily happily married. One day, one of the women broke down. Something had come up into her life and didn't know who she would go to. She didn't turn to her husband, she turned to her best friend. To comfort her, the other woman, who was straight as well, they hugged longer, they kissed. Next thing they knew, they were in the bed. They left their husbands, and they're still together today. Wow. Does that happen? And the answer is yes, it does.
Well,
Now,
both of them were straight or married to men, so
yeah, they were living straight lives, married to men,
right.
and definitely
but one
didn't have women in their mind.
On another lesbian, knowing lesbian, So I don't know.
No. Well, here it is. Yeah, they weren't known lesbians. So I just tell you the story in that you know how perhaps it can be there and you've never had the opportunity to respond to it. And I think the same thing happens to men. I just think they suppress it to some degree because in our society, if you don't mind me saying, I just think it's easier for women because we are allowed to love one another. Whether it's my auntie, my mother, my grandmother, my friend, my next door neighbor, or my good, wonderful friend, co-worker at work, we're allowed to hug on birthdays. We kiss, right? We're there for each other. Men aren't. Culture, they're just not groomed to do that. More now than ever, but still, you know what I'm saying. It's a double standard, So with that, these 2 women did not see themselves as gay. They see themselves as gay now.
Right.
So how did that even happen? So if that can happen and they wind up being in a lifelong relationship, I guess there are women out there who I'm not going to say that they're quiet about being gay. Do you have to be gay to be attracted to a woman? And I guess that's the question. Do you have to be gay to be, and when I say attracted, I don't mean, I'm secure enough, I can tell her she looks nice if her hair looks nice. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, are you attracted and didn't know you were attracted? I mean, you don't know how tight the lid is until you open it. I thought that was cute. Okay, that was mine. So perhaps that's the question. Do you have to be gay to be attracted to a woman? Or are you attracted and didn't know you were attracted until someone, comes past you and you look at them with different eyes? So, and I'm not trying to say that, every woman is just one deep tongue kiss away from being a lesbian. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes it's there and you don't recognize that it's there. Or even I've even heard straight women you say, "Well, I flirt with them, but I don't mean nothing by it." But you flirt with men, do you mean anything by it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And where do you make the difference at? And why do you keep flirting with gay women for a person who's not gay? And I don't mean it like that, but you must mean it that way.
It's the attention seekers, so I think. If you flirting with a gay woman, that they are looking at women. So you're flirting with people who are looking at you as a woman.
Right.
So if it's men or if it's a gay woman, then they both are interested in women, right? So
right, but
so that's why you
But dare you tell them, or so like, why are you flirting with her? She's a lesbian. Oh, I don't mean no harm, but she is cute.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So again, so today's question is to my, to lesbian land and all of its inhabitants and far beyond. Why do straight women hit on lesbians?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a different kind of electricity or attention that they want.
I don't necessarily get straight women, like I said earlier, that hit on me. I get more men that hit on me than women, and
and why is that? Because they see you just as an attractive woman and hoping that you ain't married and open.
Probably so.
Perhaps
Probably
and
so.
that's expected because they're men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if that is true, and let's say it is, why wouldn't a straight woman hit on you?
When women, do say something nice and, depending on how it's said, if it's something that I feel like they may be kind of flirting with, I just assume they gay. I don't even, I'm like, straight or not, I just assume.
Yeah. And how would you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I've been hugged longer than the 3 seconds Sharon's talking about. And some people, when they hug you, get that quick feel on your back, go down or whatever. Now, I've had that.
I don't do that. No.
Things like that happen. And, some straight women, when they approach you, kiss you in the lips. And
can we talk about that too?
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I've had things like that happen. But that is just, to me, who they are. You can tell when somebody's filling you up. Like, I'm not oblivious to that.
Right.
But
like, one more inch, you're going to be all up in me.
Exactly. So, then we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that about?
Mm-hmm. As I told women, I say boundaries. Yeah. She said, what do you mean? I said, I have them. Yeah. Don't do that.
But I'm friends with a lot of straight women. I've had have anybody hit on me. I've had some interesting conversations with, straight women.
Yeah.
But nobody, and I think it's more of who it is and the respect that they may have for you.
Okay.
Even if they are curious, then they're like, okay, well, I know Rosa's not gonna be the one because she ain't doing it. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be. So I don't know.
Okay, well, I may have to back up off a couple of things. So maybe I had declared that one doesn't have to be bisexual to be curious, and is it? It's expected that we're curious to some degree. Mm-hmm. Going back to your childhood, who was the first person you kissed, a boy or a girl? Right? And everyone's going to think for a minute, you know what I mean? And a lot of times it's our best friend Susie. And even if it was just on the cheek, you kissed her because you like her, she's your good friend, and you shared your candy with her, and she spends the night with you, and she's not your sister, but she surely is a good friend. And so there we are kissing girls at 6 years old. You wonder where we get it from. So here it is. Not that I set myself up this way, but here's the question. Here's the other question. I'm trying to understand why a straight woman would hit on lesbian women, okay? And the reverse is, come on, lesbians, why do we hit on straight women? Now, that's the one you need to think about, too. Because
I think it's a chase for most people,
I can't speak for them.
Some people just thrive on, I can turn that person out, or, I'll make her understand what sex is really about. Like, it just depends on your ego, I think. I think it's an ego type thing.
Yeah, but so now I got questions
in
for
a
both
game,
of them.
in a sense.
Yeah, sometimes too. Come on now, let's talk about what's really going on out there.
Yeah.
There are some butches out there, and not that you got to be butch to want to turn a woman out, but there's some lesbians out there who enjoy the idea of turning a woman out. Mm-hmm. Do we need to put that in a different conversation? Come on, y'all. I'm talking to my friends in lesbian lands.
Or just being her first.
Her first, yeah. Well, that's turning around. If you her first, I don't want to be nobody.
Well, that's not necessarily turning out. She might have been with somebody who didn't do anything. And you came along and she's like, whoa. Yeah, but we swinging from the chandelier type thing now.
Right. But I tell you what, you were the one who started to thread that needle. Yeah. And now she's crocheting every day. You know what I mean? You know, whatever. You know, it's just it is very interesting because there's some women, a couple women that I know who just as easily will say, "Hey, I don't mind being her first." Yeah. You know, and me personally, I didn't want to be anybody's first because that is so much. That is so deep. That is so, and we're women, and we know the emotions that is attached to that and can be, and even the
it's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, it's romantic danger. danger. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then that is another conversation for another day, because I understand how it happens. I understand why it happens, but I'd rather not. Yeah. I'd rather not. And we see it in the lives of others. You know, it's like, I'm the only woman she's been with. I've been with her since she was 16 years old. Ooh. And now y'all 32. So, half of her life she's known no one but you. Yeah. And you like it like that. And there will be no other. So, okay, I don't want to get pulled into that one. So, today's question is, like I say, why do known straight women, show enough straight women, why do they hit on, lesbians? Mm-hmm. And, they do. And they do, and I'm waiting. I just can't wait to get the feedback from this one. And I'm not
because there's straight women who watch our show. So
a lot of them.
If you have some friends, or if you one of them, I'd love to hear.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from you. You know what I mean? But I kind of have a little sneaky suspicion about the other side of the street with lesbians, more or less, butch women, who will hit on straight women. It turns us on. It's a challenge, all of that, even, and then sometimes people just mess around and fall in love. Yep. I was straight, I am straight, but then I fell in love with Sally. It could happen. So in any event, those are things that we're talking about today, thinking about today. Remember, it's just a conversation. Yes. But I want y'all to think about that. I'm inviting you all, please give us feedback on that, because we don't have all the answers, but sometimes we do pretty good about it. Yes. Putting up some good questions. So to all my friends, our friends in lesbian land, we're always wishing you the very best
of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke.
And Happy New Year.